this is Leslie Berger with Keepin' It Real, and I'm here with Reggie Hudlin, very handsome and charming man who's not only a fabulous director, but also a comic book writer. And we're here to launch your new website.
Yes.
And it's called
Reggie's World.
Reggie's World.
Reggie's World, because people go, well, Reggie, that thing you told me about, that sounds cool. So people, for some reason, want to hear about stuff that I think is cool, so I want to have a whole place. So you see, you can get books that I write, you can get t-shirts, you can get statues, you can get toys, you can get great books by other writers here. You can get whatever you want.
Well, we're definitely going to be showing those things, but I'd like to take a moment to tell our Facebook family what a remarkable director you are. You just recently directed The Middle, Outsourced, one of my favorite old-time movies, Boomerang. Okay, but tell us your thought about, there's a myth saying black comic books don't sell. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've sold thousands and thousands of comics, so I've seen. What's amazing to me is I've seen comic books that I love by some of my favorite writers come and go, and Black Panther kept going. So I kept going. Look, I'm actually surviving a lot longer than books I love and I read by authors I really respect. So, not really true.
Good. Well, how did this project come to you, the writing of Black Panther?
It was pretty random. I was doing a storyboard for a TV commercial, and when I was doing the storyboard, I kept describing shots using comic book references, like, I want to punch like Jack Kirby. So the artist was a comic book artist as well, and he goes, do you know Neil Adams? Now, you don't know who Neil Adams is, but for folks in the comic book world, he's one of the all-time greats. In fact, he drew Superman vs. Muhammad Ali, which is one of the books that we're selling here, and which is one of my favorite all-time comic books. I said, oh, Neil Adams, I love Neil Adams.
Superman is your all-time favorite?
Well, this specific book, they had a specific book where Superman fought Muhammad Ali.
Oh my gosh.
Who do you think won?
Superman?
No! Muhammad Ali whooped that ass.
You're kidding!
So I got to meet my hero, Neil Adams. And then Neil Adams, we talked for a while, and he goes, you should be writing comic books. So the next day I had a meeting with Marvel Comics. And I told him how much I love comics and my ideas, and they go, well, you want to write a comic book? And I said, yeah. And they said, what? I said, Black Panther. They said, okay. So I left with a new job.
That is fab. And I think you only started with the option of 5 or 6 series, but you're still writing, and you made it into an animated series.
Yeah, I started with, we were going to do a 6-issue miniseries. I said, that's good, it'll get out my system, go on to my day job, and I turned it into 6, and they were like, well, if you kept going, what would you do? And I said, well, I think, Black Panther's a king, he should get a queen and get married to somebody. And they said, why doesn't he marry Storm? I go, I'm in! So, kept doing it.
Fabulous.
And so then, at the same time, I was president of BET, so I said, we should. Actually, Dennis Cowan, my head of animation, said, why don't you make a TV show out of Black Panther? I said, that's a good idea. And I didn't stop thinking about it, actually. Then he went off. A couple of months later, he came back and goes, here's the first 5 minutes of the show. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So that was it. So then we made a miniseries out of it.
Oh, wow, that sounds exciting.